Today's wine text is the 2017 Kukeri Pinot Noir from Sonoma Coast in Sonoma County in California. This is actually a super small production wine, but the winery itself is actually really well known for finding super unique vineyards within Sonoma and Napa Valley. They make their Cabernets from Napa Valley, but in Sonoma they're making their Pinot Noirs. What they're doing is finding these vineyards and then finding the most unique block within the vineyard and then purposely trying to express the quality of that single block within the bottle of wine. They do make a bunch of different SKUs. If you go on their website, there's a bunch of different kinds, but this is the one that comes from Lakeville Vineyard. So the block that they get from Lakeville is super, super tiny. It's about 500 feet above sea level, and they only make 7 barrels, which translates into about 150 cases of wine. So you're talking about one of the smallest productions in all of Sonoma. This area actually, because it's a little bit cooler, the acid level in the wines tend to be a little bit higher. A little bit more of the earth comes through, but still being in Sonoma, it gets pretty ripe. It's still going to be a really classic style Pinot Noir. Tons of red fruit up front, tons of kind of body that's a little bit fuller than what you think from Oregon or Burgundy, but super delicious, really, really lush style red wine. So let's get into it. As you can see, even for Pinot Noir, I can see through it, but it is a little bit darker than some others, and I think that just comes from the body and the concentration of the juice being from a warmer area. On the nose, I definitely get this really candied cherry thing going on, a little bit of this kind of jammed up raspberry, and definitely a lot of kind of plum and kind of really tart cranberry notes. There is definitely a little earth there too. I think on the palate, it definitely has a lot of the fruitiness that I mentioned already, but there's definitely this like undertone kind of clay kind of earthiness that comes through. And the tannin structure on this wine is actually pretty strong for a Pinot Noir. I feel like it's a little bit grippier than what I think. It definitely has a lot more body. This is a pretty full-bodied style Pinot in the spectrum of what Pinot Noir can be. I think this is a bottle of wine that you want to pop and pour right away. I just opened this, and I think it's pretty ready to drink right now. You can put it in a decanter. I don't think it'll do anything wrong, but I don't think it's necessary. And definitely a wine you want to drink now. I don't think saving this for 5-10 years will do any benefit to it. It's definitely a fresher style Pinot Noir. Super tasty. The city's still there. My mouth's still watering. Great with foods. I think this is a good Pinot Noir that'll hold up to some heavier foods when you have a bunch of friends eating different things. And just a really cool small production. Like I said, 150 cases made and extremely, extremely rare style of wine. Enjoy.